Yeah, this is Sammy Loco podcast number 97. I'm your host, Sammy Loco. I'm here with, go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm suriah, artist, multi-versatile, do what you want, dancer, singer, painter, the whole nine.
Okay. Let's get to your name first. What do your name mean?
Suriah. My dating it back, my dad actually met a beautiful girl in Malaysia, so it's a Malaysian name.
Mhm.
And he thought she was the most beautiful woman he's ever met. And so that just stuck to him. So when I was born, he was like, Suriah, it also means sky and star. So basically the galaxies. So,
S- So when you think of your name, do you think, well, I wouldn't say, are you a religious person or you're more of, I forgot the Scientology type person? I forgot what religion
mhm.
that is, but which one are you on that one?
I consider myself more spiritual.
Okay.
Yeah, very one with the universe and energy.
So tell me a little bit about energy and grounding. How did that help you with 2020? How did it, transform you as a person?
It is a journey. It's still transforming. I feel like every single day, it's always something you're working on. We're always evolving as people. So through 2020, I feel grounding and energy work and everything has just helped me really tap into me. Because before, to keep it a band, like I feel I used to be so lost. Like I used to not have my own opinion in life. Like I just was always such a people pleaser and never moved for me. So I really feel 2020 gave me a retrospect of being able to sit with myself and digest these things, do some real shadow work. So yeah.
For people that don't know shadow work, what is shadow working?
Shadow work, I would it's deep work diving into yourself, introspection. So being able to view yourself, even the things that are beautiful, the things that are ugly, mainly the things that are ugly that a lot of people don't want to address. And sometimes people don't even realize they got. So shadow work is taking time, sitting down with yourself, and I guess evaluating your demons in a sense and befriending them, accepting yourself for who you are. Because I think that's a big key in life. And a lot of people need to do shadow work, you know?
A
Yeah.
lot of people don't do that, but I mean, unfortunately, they don't. But what about chakras? Are you into the chakra thing and all that? Can you educate me really? Because I don't know too much. I
Yeah,
just
yeah,
got
yeah.
into it.
So I I really just tapped into spirituality like about 2020, yeah, about 2020. Yeah, it really hit
Okay.
me. But at the end of 2019, with the chakras, I don't know all of them by name, but I'm learning like you too. So
Okay.
I'm still a student, but the student can also be a teacher, and the teacher is always a student too. So with the chakras, there's 7 of them,
Hmm.
which I think is super convenient if I tap it into certain things, like how there's 7 days in a week. So I feel like each day, each planet, everything has something that ties into each chakra and each energy force. Because you got your crown, you
Hmm.
got your third eye, your throat chakra, heart chakra, solar plexus, and root chakra. So I do know
Oh yeah, you do. I'm about to say like, oh, that sound like all of them.
them.
Okay. Okay.
And all of these really hold special values. But the first thing I would actually recommend if you're really interested getting into the chakras is the first one is always recommended to work on your root chakra, because
Okay.
that's what will unlock everything, really.
I did a test and I think they said my crown and my throat chakras are messed up, but hey.
Yeah, if you like that, gotta do that.
Mm. Yeah, I have to. I'm working on it actually. So, like I said, it's something I just got into.
Mhm.
Going back, where are you from?
Oh, So I like to consider myself from California. I was born in Turlock as a baby. But I moved to Montana as a child. So I lived in Montana a majority of my childhood, but I'd always visit California on the summers to see my grandparents. And I guess I haven't really been able to fully experience California as I'd like. I've always been very homebound or kept in a cage in a sense. I'm young, so I'm 21 and I'm finally getting out in the world for myself.
Mhm.
So that's why I like to say I'm from California in a sense, because this is the point in my life where I've been able to start experience life and expanding and going out and seeing the world. So I like to say I'm from Cali.
What part of Cali?
The Valley.
Okay, the Valley.
Valley.
Okay.
Yeah. So
How is Montana? Because I know I hear a lot of stuff like it's real peaceful, it's real quiet. Like, how
it,
was it for you?
it is so gorgeous. It is gorgeous. Literally one of the most beautiful places like on the map or even in the United States. Um, but for me personally, growing up, my experience wasn't as beautiful because like I said, I feel I was really caged off. Like I lived on the top of a mountain, like
Oh shit.
myself.
Okay.
So I did get a lot of grounding time as a child growing up because I was always in nature, going out, experiencing, and just really being free and not hanging out with people, really. So I got a lot of me time and nature time. And so I recommend Montana as a beautiful place to visit,
Hmm.
preferably in the summertime and springtime because it gets so snowy up there. I used to get snowed in. I'm talking like snow up to your knees.
Wow.
Yeah, we'd have snowed in days, and especially being on top of a mountain. Yeah, it was crazy.
Hmm.
But you get them snowing days, and you wouldn't have to go to school, so that was cool.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, I mean that probably would be great too. You spend a
Yeah,
lot of time with your family and stuff like that. So I guess that would be pretty cool. After a while, people really would get tired of each other, but it is.
definitely. That's why I was always cooped up in my room, listening to my music, being one with myself too.
How can you? All right. So what about as far as those two places, the Valley and Montana? How did it shape you as a person? Like as far as just your thinking and music and stuff like that.
So I think it just makes me very original,
Hmm.
extremely authentic, because I know there are some people that can relate to me, being sheltered in a sense, like away from people. But I just feel I carry some type of authenticity that people don't have because I was with myself
Hmm.
a lot of my life. So I was able to be with myself, enjoy my presence, and yeah, all of that. But like I said, without the experience of being with other people, I feel like that kind of like stopped me from being able to communicate to people. So that ties into me being an artist and being in my journal or, writing my music, being one with my music all the time. So throat chakra.
Yeah, that's my problem. So I mean, that's why I keep saying like that's something I need to work on.
Yeah, I feel you.
What made you become a music artist? Like, when did you notice, like, okay, I think I can do this. I'm going to do this.
So I came out the womb singing. My dad used to be in a band called Writing Stories. He
Hmm.
was a backup singer and lead guitarist. So I also picked up guitar from him. He's a huge inspiration to me. Um, I've known I've wanted to be a performing artist, a singer, literally my whole life. I have a hard time seeing myself doing anything else unless it's like tied into the arts, fashion, painting, those things, and dance. Dance is really huge for me too. Um, but yeah, I've literally just known from the get-go that music was my passion and what I desire to do in life. But once I finally started taking it serious was when I moved to California. It was, I want to say junior year. Yeah, my junior year. I finally got the courage to like let people know like I like music, you know. But I haven't even told you I moved to, yeah, I did tell you I moved to Cali sophomore year. And
Okay.
so yeah, I transitioned there. I actually went to alternative school and then eventually got to the high school. So once I was in junior year, I started evolving more and being surrounded by people. So I came out of my shell and met up with other artists and got into it. My first person I worked with that produced for me, his name was Riley. Shout out to him because he's a real one that really got me tapped in with it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I wrote my first song with him, which I think actually has the most views. I can't even remember my own name of my song. But yeah, when I was 16, 16 is when I really started taking the game serious and realized that that's what I was striving towards.
As a musician, I ask this to a lot of people also, especially your type of musician type. How do you take critique when it comes to vocals or song structure, or do you just say, all right, you're not doing it? Like, you understand like what I'm saying? Like some
Yeah.
people will understand it coming from another musician compared to a fan. How do you
Mhm.
take critique with that?
Okay, so I used to have a big ego issue when I was younger.
Mhm.
And I could not take criticism. I used to do karaoke and I'd be singing, and my dad'd be like, "You sound great, honey, but you're off key." And I get so pissed. I'd be like, "Don't tell me how to sing." But it came to a point in my life where I kind of realized I need the feedback, I need the criticism, sometimes to help me evolve and become a better artist because I can hear myself, but there's other people hearing me too. So I like to take criticism and feedback as much as I can so I can always evolve to the best me, but also still understand my sound and like what I like to not change myself to fit someone else too much. So there's a good balance in between it. There's really a good balance to have.
What about your vocals? Was, as you said, you were saying come out the womb. Did it take time to get your vocals up to where it's at now, or did it just come natural, or what?
Supernatural. Honestly, right now I feel like I need to be doing more voice lessons and stuff to get myself more up to par. But yeah, supernatural. I just been doing what I do because I do what I do. So
I feel you on that. Speaking of making music, what was your biggest failures and what did you learn from it?
oh, I still struggle with these. My biggest failures are not making time for myself to create my music, I feel like,
Mhm.
and just putting my music out a lot, critiquing myself too much more than I should.
I'm
I'm
right
my
there.
biggest critic. Woo-wee, I'm my biggest critic. So those are probably one of my biggest failures, I could say. Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about as far as, you putting out a couple of songs that I have listened to that you have on Apple Music? Um, what about those songs that you put out so far? Do you feel that, that is something that we're going to get used to, or you're going to take it to the next level, or that's just a taste of what we can get?
Listen, I'm about to skyrocket. I just feel I'm evolving. And I feel like every artist should see this for themselves. But each time you create, it's like a small piece of your evolution. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, and from here and seeing you just continue to escalate and get better. So for me, I know this is literally just the beginning. I have a few songs out right now, but where I'm going, I can't even put words to it because what I think is probably not even what I'm going to reach. It's beyond that.
You have also Success Studios. Also a dancer. You do a lot of stuff on Instagram.
Yeah.
I just want to go one by one. As far as dancing, what made you say I'm a good dancer and wanting to put it out to the public? Because a lot of people are good dancers, but they say, just like you said, you was caged in. So what gave you the courage to say, I'm going to put this online and I don't give a fuck what nobody says?
So when I did go to high school here in California, I started kicking it with people who were like, how do I describe it? So it was lit.
Okay.
He was always dancing. So I feel being able to experience life, seeing people dance around me and also seeing just the culture overall, like history, hip hop history, and everything tied in. Oh, I also took hip hop dance in 5th grade.
Wow.
So I kind of always been dancing too, to be honest. But I think I officially started taking it serious with one of my old friends. She's a huge dancer. She's a choreographer and she runs classes. And she really helped me evolve my dancing skills because before, like, I wasn't too confident and I get so scared with choreography. Like, I remember one time we was doing choreography and she was like, okay, so it's boom, 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 boom. And I was all like, girl, it's boom, what oomp? Like, you feel me? So it's like, yeah, it's a process. Everything's a process, but I really started taking dance serious just this year, 2020. 2020 was literally my caterpillar blossoming right out that cocoon. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So with the dancing also, I see a lot of people do different types of dancing. What kind of dancing that you do? Like some people do I don't want to sound old, but I am pop locking and things
Yeah,
like that. Then you got crump, which is very popular over there.
I'm getting into crump.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
That's why I
yeah.
was asking about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I just started going to these dance sessions and they used to have crump sessions at the end of the sessions, but we have the poppers and we have hip hop dancers and just versatile. I actually consider myself a freestyle dancer because
Okay.
I don't know how to categorize my dancing. It's really how the music makes me feel and how my body happens to react to it. It could be hip hop, it could be popping, it could be crump. All of a sudden, I get hard, you know. But yeah, I can't categorize myself. I can't categorize myself with a lot of things because I do freestyle a lot of my life. So,
Okay.
yeah.
You're also selling how can I say this very PC way? Swimming suits, I guess. Can I say that? Or
Yeah, oh, okay,
okay.
so I'm selling a lot of clothes.
Okay, let's put it that way. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Fun fact, I recently quit my 9 to 5, so I'm actually currently unemployed. And what I'm trying to do is take over my grandma's business. And so that's where
Oh,
I got swimsuits from.
okay.
Uh, yeah, my grandma, she sells batiks, ballet dresses, Hawaiian shirts, Hawaiian dresses, and just beautiful fabrics entirely and random stuff. So I'm inspired to take that over for myself and become into the business. She actually just recently said to me that she wants to put my name into the business too. So that's something that I feel is evolving into itself. So yeah, I got a whole story coming up. Y'all stay tuned for that because I'm about to bring it back up to modern day and stuff because, she had her thing going back in the day. So I got to modernize it to today's generation and everything. So I'm
How do
excited.
you how do you feel about with a lot of people coming out of 2020 have a lot of image problems,
Mhm.
and I guess a lot of people have been keeping it to, critique average woman. What about the bigger woman and stuff like that, like Lizzo and stuff like that? Like, how do you feel about making swimming suits for them or making clothes for them?
would love that. I would love that. Something I'm actually looking to do is making my own stuff. So
Mhm.
if someone would want me, slide into my DMs, let me know like yo size. I'll literally customize, tailor your shit for you. Um, I when it comes to the body imagery, because you did tap into that, I
Mhm.
do kind of feel like people are getting confident. People are loving the plush ladies nowadays, and I love that for them. So I'm here for every size, any size, and everything. So, and that's how you keep a business going. You got to be versatile with everything, and you got to be able to supply to anyone and everyone. That's how I feel you can keep a business really going. So,
Also, you also have a lot of endeavors with like you said, you do guitar and stuff like that. Um, do you think that one day you can become part of a band? I know you had a IG video with it, but like, do you think one day you might do what your father was doing and make a band one day?
I just might. I
Okay.
just might. I just might. I thought about it. Me and my boyfriend Curly right now. We just recently put up a TikTok video of like saying this is a sign for you to start a band with your significant other. You know what I'm saying? So I can definitely see me evolving into a band for sure and expanding my horizons on all instruments, honestly, rather than just guitar. Like I just picked up a bass the other day.
Mm,
I learned some notes to Smino's song Backstage Pass. So that was super cool to me.
okay. So with the Success Studio, you also have videos and stuff. Like how was that experience for you?
Okay. With my videos and stuff, you mean like all the
Yes.
stuff on there?
Hmm.
Okay. So my idea of Success Studios is my vision of me being a producer, engineer, and having a platform for people where they don't have to sign themselves away to a label or nothing. So my idea of this is to make something happen to where I can have artists that have that talent, that have that are dedicated to it, be able to make music with people that are up here and
Hmm.
have balance without them having to sign nothing because it's for the love of music and for the love and the creation of everything. So that's what Success Studios actually is. But currently, I only have my music. So that's why I got all my videos up there right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense because I was about to ask you about whether you like to be with a major or independent, but you just answered that.
Yeah.
Um, what about as far as because I've seen a lot of your woman empowerment videos that you put out there. How do you feel about Monique and what she said about the bonnets and just in general with her?
Oh, have I even heard about that? Can you run that to me?
Okay, so long story short, a couple of females, when you go to the airport, you see people wearing
Their
all type,
bonnets.
yeah, the bonnets, the short shorts, whatever. I personally don't give a fuck.
It is
But
what yeah.
exactly. But she put a video out saying that we have to, when you go out in public, you got to dress a certain way and things like that. Pretty much old school type of thinking.
Mhm.
That type of stuff. How you feel about that?
For me, like, I don't think none of that really matters to me because, like, if someone's chilling, let
Mhm.
them chill. If someone feels they don't want to get ready that day, they relax, they comfy with how they look, don't impede on how they feel. I always feel like you should let people always be them and do what they do and not judge them for nothing. And I understand how old school ways can carry on and make a person act a certain way, but I just feel it doesn't matter if you're wearing a bonnet, if you're wearing your wig, if you got your hair done, or if you don't, as long as you comfy and you doing you, like really, it ain't none of your business. Worry about yourself. That's my pinpoint on it. Is to just worry about yourself. I feel.
Okay. Going back also, I forgot to ask, who inspired you to, make music like as far besides your dad, like musicians?
Oh, musicians. So Beyonce just pops into my head every single time because she is like the alpha female. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Beyonce is one of the biggest inspirations to me because amazing performance artist, beautiful. She's just a goddess entirely. I give like her that credit. And just her energy. She's a strong woman entirely, like a good woman role model. She be on top of her game, knows her lane, and that's inspiring to me as a woman, you know? Like she can do anything she want when she want. Fashion
Mhm.
too, dance, yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm trying to think. Rihanna too. Let me give some more. Someone who inspired me actually young growing up is Kobe Calais. I don't know if you know her.
Ah, Lord, it sounds familiar. Can you give me a song or something like that,
She
or a
had,
song title?
yeah, Bubbly. It used to play on the radio all the time. It's every time I see your bubbly face.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, I know what you're talking about. Okay.
So, yeah, that was like one of the first albums my dad ever got from me.
Hmm.
And just her energy is so peaceful and cute. She was an inspiration to me too.
Okay. When you're not making music and being who you are as far as a musician, what do you like to do?
You know, I like music so much. I have a hard time putting myself doing anything else. I've actually found myself really, really loving family time nowadays. I
Hmm.
really appreciate my grandma. She's also a powerful woman and a big, powerful life force in my life. So I'll be trying to spend time with my grandma when I can, time with my loved ones. Um, that's mainly about it. And getting my business lined up. I spend a lot of time working on myself. On my free time, I like to work on myself and identify myself and see where I'm at and how I can evolve myself more and be a better me every single day. That's really what I strive to when I got time to, you know, my free time.
How does that process look like? Uh, Pretty much how's that process work? How's it look for you?
For me, kind of like I said in the beginning, like just spending time with myself. Something that just popped into my head is, I guess, admiring my own reflection, reflecting on myself. I will journal sometimes, jot my own thoughts and write them, read them out, and just see what they are for what they are. And sometimes, I release stuff sometimes. So what I'll do is if I'm going through something and I want to release a factor that I don't like about myself, like being controlling, wanting to control things in life that you really can't control, you know what I'm saying? So I write down, I want to release like my control, and then I'll go burn it outside and release the energy into the air, you know?
Never
'Cause
heard that before, but
yeah,
that's new. That's new.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's some work, so it definitely it helps
Have you
for
ever
me.
heard uh of walking barefoot on grass? I think it was
Hmm.
to be, in tune with the earth.
Yeah,
Like, is that true, or am I just looking at
I
dumb shit?
you are not looking at those. You
Oh,
are on.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that definitely is something. It's called grounding. Something I feel us as humans, we were actually intended to not, we're intended to have our feet on the ground,
Okay.
in the dirt and stuff. So I think it gives us the opportunity to root and connect with Mother Nature too, because that's physical contact, with the earth itself. And, it's not something that's like boom connection, but
Oh,
it's something very subconscious, something that is there. It's more of a, like I said, an energy that you feel. that's there. Being grateful for the world that's here for you.
I'm learning a lot right now. So
I love that.
all right, so the next segment is something we call That's Loco. So it's just a various questions, this or that,
Okay,
crazy
great.
shit.
Okay.
So the first one is owing money or owe a favor?
Owe me favor?
Well, owing money or owing a favor. Like you owe a favor.
I'd rather owe a favor.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Cash or credit?
Cash. Yeah.
Smelly guy or Kevin Samuels?
Who is Kevin Samuels?
Okay, Kevin Samuels is pretty much a misogynistic guy who tells females where they're doing wrong in relationships.
Oh, is he playing though? Is he real?
Some of the stuff he's being honest about and being real, and then some of the stuff is just telling a female, like down talking a female. Like he just recently talked to a female, and the female believed that she was a 10, and he said, no, you're a 4 or 5, whatever he said. And then she's like, no, I'm a 10. He said no. And then he called her fat or something like that with the next one.
No.
Yeah.
Give
So
me
like
give me the smelly man. I will Febreze you up, baby.
so that's Kevin Samuels.
Yeah.
I know you
Okay.
probably wasn't gonna pay
Got you.
attention, but
Okay.
yeah.
I'm gonna look him up after this.
Visual learner or visual listener. Oh, yeah. I guess that's the crazy part about it. Yeah.
Oof, that's a hard one. Visual learner. Listener. I think visual listener.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Introvert or extrovert?
Well, I got a good balance.
Mm.
I think I'm more extrovert though. I love talking to people. I love brightening people's day. So if I can get extrovert, that is extrovert. Definitely. If I can get the opportunity to talk somebody up and lighten their day and be encountered with people, I would take that.
Okay.
I need my me time though. I do need my me time. So
well, you got a great balance. So I mean, you said you introvert, balance. Yeah.
Balance is all me. That's all I work for.
I can't get mad at that. $50 a day or 100 mil, just one flat fee. Like if the government gave it to you, pretty much $50 for the rest of your life, 100 mil just given to you. That's it.
Dang. I'll take $50 a day. I could make that work. I could make that work.
The reason why I asked it because everybody will say 100 mil. Why you say $50 a day?
Because I can keep flipping the 50 if it's free. And like honestly, like also just thinking in retrospect, I don't know how long I'm gonna be here. That 50 can be more than the mill. So sheesh. Take the 50.
And the last one, if you had a chance to be in, let's say, London or Africa, which one would you pick and why?
Wow. I think actually Africa, because it's more nature. I mean, London has some things there. I love their accents. It'd be amazing to go there, but I think Africa would be really cool. I haven't done much research, so I don't have too much knowledge on the differences. I really just know America, so that's something I need to look into and evolve my knowledge on. But I think Africa would definitely call to me because it really is the heart of everything too. So Africa for me.
Okay. Winding up, what is your favorite album of all time?
Oh, that's so hard for me. I'm so bad at picking out names. Am I gonna give it to Kendrick?
Which Kendrick album though?
It might be Damn.
Okay.
Might be Damn. Yep. I give it to Kendrick.
And the last one, your favorite shoe ever?
Favorite shoe ever? Dang, I wish I had opinions on these. Oh, I've always gotten Nikes, but I think I've been coming more to Adidas. I can't give you a pinpoint on exactly what shoe. But yeah, I'm transitioning to Adidas for 4. So 3 stripes for me.
Not K-Swiss?
K-Swiss. See, that's gonna ricochet right off my brain.
Okay. All right. So tell everybody where they can find you and social medias and things of that nature.
Definitely. You can find me on Instagram at Success Suriah. And the S's are conjoined. So it's not 3 S's in the middle, it's 2. And that's honestly all my platforms on Instagram, Twitter. You can follow and find my music on all streaming platforms, Apple, Spotify, YouTube, you name it. Search Suriah, Suriah. You know the drill. And you'll find me.
All right. So that is the podcast wrapping up. I am Sammy Loco, and we're out.